Celeste of Astrology by Celeste. Yes, it is. I'm here for the Astro and the Oracle program where I'm going to talk about the astrology for a little bit, and then I'm going to pull cards from the Animal Spirit Oracle by Leah Androic. And this is a rock pool deck. I think this is perfect because we're going to have a Sagittarius New Moon on Friday. And Sagittarius is a bestial sign. And I'm calling this new moon Animal Instincts. And there's so much going on. I could talk for 3 hours, but nobody's got time for that. So I'm going to try to make it concise as I can. Good morning, everyone. Yes. Hello, Hannah and B. Holland and Pre and Ridiculisa. Hi, Pre. Nice to see you. Good morning. Hey, Tasha, the pop astrologist is in the house. If you're not following Tasha, you should be. She has incredible content. Hey, Dee and Ancient. Grace, so good to see you. It has been a minute. Okay, let me get started because I have so much to talk about. It's like such a wild week. Now, a lot of people have asked me, oh my God, the energy is so heavy. What is going on with all of this death? And my podcast this week was called Memento Mori, which is Remember Your Mortality. And I knew, this was going to be a theme because we had Mars in Sagittarius square Neptune in Pisces at that last degree of crisis and decay, 29 it was on Saturday, I believe. Yeah, no, it was either Saturday or Sunday, but then the moon went from Libra to Scorpio. So that is themes of going from balance or like a cultural event, an art event, of people communicating, connecting, and then there being something heavy for some reason. They're talking about scorpionic themes, which include death. And then we had the sun squaring Saturn, which Saturn is the Grim Reaper. So just the whole energetic force was heavy. Not that I was expecting multiple mass shootings. And oh my God, with the Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle being murdered by their child who had drug addiction and was violent throughout his life. That was just so crushing. I mean, all of it is just really difficult to deal with, but Rob Reiner was such an American treasure. I never heard about his wife before this event. Apparently she was an incredible photographer in her own right, Michelle Reiner. But he, from Meathead and All in the Family, I'm dating myself, but I used to watch All in the Family. And what an amazing show. And Rob Reiner was a Pisces sun and a Virgo moon. Somebody has rectified his chart, and they're both at 15 degrees. And let me pull his chart up here. And Pisces sun, very creative, but with the Virgo moon having this emotional need for order and structure, speaks to why he was such an amazing director. So although he was an actor as well, he's most known for being, a director of things like The Princess Bride, Misery, which is an unbelievable movie with James Caan and Kathy Bates. If you have not seen it, it is such a, like the cat and mouse, the tension. I love thrillers, so it's such a great thriller. And it was a great Stephen King novel. He also did Stand By Me, which was a Stephen King short story called The Body. But he had this incredible creativity plus the eye for detail and an understanding of how to go from like every little piece of the puzzle that needs to come together in order to make an incredible film. And that really speaks to his sun and moon, both being born at a full moon on the axis of sun in Pisces and moon in Virgo, and both at 15 degrees, which were eclipsed on September 7th. And yeah, so that's just, it's all very sad. His son was a Virgo sun, maybe moon. And you can see in the chart, I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, I just want to talk about what an American treasure he was. Although you can see in, his chart, this whole story. And he's got Sun and Moon square Uranus in Gemini. He was literally Uranus, shocking, like permanent ends, like chaos, square his Moon and his Sun. His child, Gemini, was completely out of control. For decades, he'd been in rehab for, multiple times. So many parents around the country and potentially the world who have kids who who have kids who are either alcoholics, drug addicted, mentally ill, whatever, are going to be thinking about, how they hopefully going to like Al-Anon or Narcanon or all these places that help people with loved ones who are in crisis, and finding tools to deal with as well as they can. But it was just so horrific and shocking. Then yesterday, on a lighter note, let's lighten things up because the whole death theme is very heavy. Vanity Fair, if you haven't seen the pictures, you should go look at them. Vanity Fair did a spread on all the president's men and the two ladies for, there's a guy who's written books about Christopher Willis or something, the chiefs of staff of many presidents, and Susie Wiles, who is the chief of staff for the president, took focus front and center. So there's several things about this that dropped on the day the sun squared Saturn. And so the sun spotlights things. Saturn is the authority, and Saturn's in Pisces, and you really could see the ugliness of the people. And this photographer is known for showing people as they really are, like stripped of all artifice, just bare boned. Yeah. And you really saw it, like with the Carolyn Levitt, you saw all the needle pokes from her lip injections. Marco Rubio had this one hair, like sticking out. He actually made Stephen Miller look better than he does. Apparently, anyway, not anything against short people, but he's 5'4", and that explains a lot about his Napoleon complex. He's the architect of all of the, the terrible treatment of migrants and whatnot. Yeah, he's a real piece of work. But anyway, Susie Wiles ran her mouth in this over 11 months. They did, over a year, they did multiple conversations. And she spilled the tea about everyone, including the president, calling him a dry drunk, which you can see that essentially he's got the personality of an alcoholic, even though he doesn't drink, but Anyway, I've got her chart. We don't know what time she is born, but she was born May 14th, 1957 in Lake City, Florida. So you can cast a chart for noon, and it gives you insight into the person, even though you don't know where all the houses were. Well, her sun is at 24 degrees of Taurus, which gives her, and she has her south node conjunct her sun. So she is someone who has been in service a lot. Like when you have your south node conjunct your sun, there are many ways this can show up. One of the ways it can be is because the sun is the ego and the south node is a drain, and using it well, being of service. Sometimes people's sun south node have weakened vitality, or have some health issues, or have self-esteem, they really have a journey to find their self-worth, or can be someone who's very giving, would be a great placement for someone who has a charity, or someone who's a priest or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, she has this, and apparently her father was quite the alcoholic, and she has a reputation for being able to maneuver and manage really difficult men. But her sun is on Algol, which is the beheading star, and Taurus is fixed energy. It's stable. So when, these men are going, like, and the president going, acting, bad-esque crazy, she has the ability to maintain calm. But the beheading star also can really take people out with what she was saying. Absolutely. And she's got her moon at 8 degrees of, we don't know the degree, but she has her moon in Sagittarius and her Saturn in Sagittarius. She may have moon Saturn conjunct in Sagittarius pretty closely because her father was a well-known guy and quite the Sagittarius can be wild energy, just like a bucking bronco. I'm calling this new moon animal instincts, and moon rules the family. So this speaks about, she's got this ability to maintain emotional calm when somebody's going crazy is something that she has within her. Well, anyway, Mercury went retrograde in Sagittarius, and I wonder if the person who wrote the article got the best quotes from her when Mercury was retrograde. I wonder if she's either a Virgo or I wouldn't be surprised if she was a Virgo rising or maybe Gemini rising or one of those on her midheaven, the two signs ruled by Mercury. I bet he got his best quotes when Mercury was retrograde. If you're a reporter and you want to get the quote, or an interviewer and you want to get someone's real, what they really feel, what they really want to say, interview them the day or right around when Mercury's stationing to go retrograde, because that's when people say things they normally wouldn't say. Retrograde's best, but you can also do it when it's about to go direct, because things come out of people's mouths that they normally wouldn't say. And she said all kinds of things. You could Google it, find it. If you get Vanity Fair, you can read it. They're calling it a hit piece. They have everything she said on tape. She talked about a Pam Bondi, this the Epstein's mess that she's made, which is coming out soon. But anyway, that is, so Moon, Saturn, and Sagittarius. And maybe when Mercury was retrograde over her moon or something, she spilled out all these secrets that she had to say. And her north node is in Scorpio at 19 degrees, right near where Mercury's stationed to go direct. It's stationed to go direct at 20 degrees. And the north node is an amplifier. It also has associations with groups. And Scorpio, powerful people, secrets. She spilled all kinds of secrets about stuff. So I thought that was very interesting. And she's got Venus in Gemini at 2 degrees. Pluto is in a trine with her Venus, and she likes to gossip. And whoop, Pluto in the sky, trine her Venus in Gemini. She spilled all kinds of secrets. Yes, she did. Okay, that's enough of that. Hi, Southern lady. Yeah, nothing against short people, but he has short man's disease, really, trying to exert this Napoleon complex. Yeah. That's Stephen Miller. Yes. Hey, Meg Foy. Hello. I had a colonoscopy yesterday. Oh my God. It was something. Hey, Casey. Yeah. And Julia. Darkest moon and darkest week. Yes. We had a very dark week at the beginning of the week with, we had a balsamic moon phase in Scorpio. Scorpio rules death, rebirth, all these, it's been a difficult energy. Now the moon is in Sagittarius, and it's really interesting. Really watch what's going on today. And Susie Wiles is part of this as well. There is a chart pattern called the Hammer of Thor forming in the sky, where Mercury in Sagittarius is at the apex, and then Jupiter in Cancer and Chiron in Aries are at the base. And it's all hard aspects. So Mercury's making what's called a sesqui-square, which is 135 degrees to Chiron on one side, Jupiter on the other side. Jupiter's in Cancer, Chiron is in Aries. They are in square. It doesn't perfect this square at the base until Sunday, but they're moving so slowly. This hammer has been forming, and today it's at its apex. And what Thor did, the Norse god, with this hammer is he could pick it up, throw it, and knock the top off of mountains. So Susie Wiles' article, what she said, I feel like she was a hammer of Thor, knocking basically telling everyone, yes, the president's as crazy as he appears to be. She also said he doesn't think he has any limits. He can do whatever he wants. That's what he thinks. And now he's trying to say Venezuela's stolen U.S. oil that's in their land. So that's a whole nother story. And Marjorie Taylor Greene was talking to Alex Jones, and she went ham on the president too. Another hammer of Thor. And yeah, so just notice knocking the tops off of mountains. Yeah. And Jupiter in Cancer, the exalted square Chiron in Aries. Chiron's the wounded healer. Aries rules young people. And these are in square as we move towards the new moon in Sagittarius, where it's time for the Epstein files to be released. And that glove, if you haven't seen the glove, there were pictures released by Congress last week with Epstein and a whole bunch of people, rich, famous, the president, Bill Clinton, a whole bunch of people, Woody Allen. I mean, really, ugh. Yeah, just like, these people were up to no good. He had a picture on his desk with a woman half dressed that looked like she was unconscious. You can't really, it's hard to see, with Steve Bannon while he's having a conversation with Steve Bannon. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. This stuff is getting ready to come out. And so what is the president doing? He is having a press conference today where people are going to be calling him crazy because the sun is approaching a square to Neptune in Pisces. Neptune, illusions, delusions, confusion, propaganda. Yeah, and going to be telling us, is he going to be telling us why we have to go to war with Venezuela over fentanyl, which doesn't even come from Venezuela? It's all about stealing their oil and their stuff. But yeah, is he going to declare war in an attempt to distract from the Epstein files? Nobody is going to be distracted from the Epstein files. At least I am not, because they're coming on Friday is the start. And yes, and on my podcast next week is called The Lords of Discipline. And that hand, that glove, if you were watched this last week, I said Pollyanna, that there would be something about Siamese twins. And I think it's that glove. It's a glove, a rubber glove with all these sexual, bumps and stuff. What do you call that? It's it's for bondage, BDSM type of stuff. And what would you need? 5 fingers all having some ridges and things on them, except for, I get it as the Siamese twins. Anyway, don't worry about that. But I think we're going to be seeing some really disturbing stuff coming out of these Epstein files that's really dark. It's not just that they were sitting around the pool making out with these or just having sex. They were doing some really dark stuff. And Venus in the sky is moving to square Saturn. That's BDSM. Oh, that's I hope that this conversation doesn't get taken down, because it's not pretty stuff. It's like really difficult stuff. And this is what we're going to be seeing in these Epstein files. I think that's where the title of next week's podcast is coming from. So anyway, don't look at this stuff if you've got a sensitive stomach, is what I'm going to say about that. Yeah, it's very dark, but it needs to come out so that we can deal with it. Yes, yes. Okay. Yes, that picture is evil. Yes, exactly. These were some, very gross, very gross. Accountability. Yes, we need to have accountability for what these people have done. So the sun square Neptune's coming. This is like when these outer planets are activated, we get to see them in action. And Neptune in Pisces, we're going to be seeing behind some kind of curtain, a crinoline curtain, I think. We'll see if that comes up. Okay. Yeah. And the new moon, if you set it for Washington, D.C., the new moon is in the 5th house. And one of the topics of the 5th house is sex. Yes, it is. So we'll see what we see. And we'll see the attempts by the president to distract us from that we'll see how far he goes. Okay. Yeah, if you're very sensitive, flat out wonderful, yes. If you're very sensitive to this sort of stuff, don't look at it. I have not watched the P. Diddy documentary. I don't want that kind of stuff in my psyche. Yeah, this is going to be even worse than that. Okay. So I am using the Animal Spirit Oracle for our cards today, and by Leah Androidic. And this is a rock pool deck. Yes, yes. On the bottom is dog, home loyalty. My little Debo went to doggy heaven. So that's like a little sign. He's around me. Yeah. So is Sweet Pea and Chauncey. Yeah. All 3 of my doggies in doggy heaven. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I picked this because Sagittarius is a bestial sign that can act from instinct or impulse. So keep that in mind. Especially today might be a good day to think about silence is golden. Like, I don't talk about things like BDSM, but it's in the energy, and this is that Hammer of Thor kind of thing. And Sagittarius is kind of, the truth teller, and we are under the balsamic phase of the new moon was in Scorpio and the balsamic moon in Scorpio. So speaking about the unspeakable is in the energy. But anyway, there's a reason I'm using this deck. Let's see what we get for each of the cards. I love this deck. It is beautiful. Leah may be like, if she sees this, why are you using my deck for this stuff? But we're doing this for our personal new moon in Sagittarius readings. What should we be thinking about for ourselves with the sun square Neptune? What is something that's been foggy or unclear that's going to come to our conscious attention? Venus is square Saturn. Venus and Sagittarius square Saturn and Pisces. Venus square Saturn can feel like either a penny pinch, like that our resources are limited. Venus rules resources. Saturn limits. Saturn is boundaries. Or we could be feeling a little alone with Venus square Saturn, or missing loved ones if we can't travel or something because of for some reason to see people. So people may be, if you go to parties this weekend, there may be like a heaviness in the energy with that, or people talking about difficult things related to health, wealth, esteem, that sort of thing. So just know that I think we can use this energy to really be thankful for all of our blessings, no matter how small. Venus blesses, Saturn limits, so every small little blessing can be wonderful. Remember, Venus and Jupiter are always there, no matter how hard times get. And these are the benefics that bring to life. So just think about any small blessings that you have. And let's do the cards. Look how beautiful they are. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, definitely, Meg. Doggies stick around after they leave their physical bodies, for sure. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay. Let's see. We'll start with Aries. As always, you're going to listen for your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign for a 3-card reading. Now, also, you can go into the link in my bio and get my Setting Intentions with the New Moon guide. There's to work with the moon cycle for Sagittarius. I also finally did all the moons for next year. You can get my lunar planning guide for 2026. It's only $22 and it will help you stay grounded, stay on task through 2026 using the moon cycles, which I used to retire from my corporate career in order to become an astrologer full time, in order to help you work through them with intention and purpose, because 2026 is a year that many people are going to be making some dreams come true, but it's going to be chaotic. So any tools you can use to stay on task will be helpful. And you'll be supporting me by getting my work by getting the guide. Okay. Aries, I pulled joy and hope for you. Oh, I love this. This is a Robin. Okay, Aries, do you have a friend named Robin? Give them a call. Is your name Robin? How are you going to stay in joy, maintain hope, no matter what? I want to read that. So that is the card for Aries, and it's number 29, which is that karmic number of the anaretic degree of signs. Joy is the simplest form of gratitude. The Robin card symbolizes pure joy, happiness, bliss, and the simple pleasures that bring us inner contentment. That's Venus square Saturn, simple pleasures. Venus and Sagittarius square Saturn and Pisces. Oh, I love it. These tiny little creatures remind us to find joy in the present and embrace the beauty of life's fleeting moments. With their jubilant chirping and playful antics, robins inspire us to live with a sense of wonder and gratitude, finding joy in the simplest pleasures of nature and the company of loved ones. Moreover, robins symbolize resilience and hope, as they are often considered a sign of spring and new beginnings. Their arrival signals the end of winter and the promise of warmer days ahead, reminding us that even in the darkest times, joy and renewal are always possible. What did I just say? No matter what's going on, there is... You know what? I'm going to make this for everyone. This is the card for everyone. I'll pull a new card for Aries. No matter, even in the darkest times, let me read that again. Joy and renewal are always possible. Robins teach us to persevere through life's challenges with optimism and faith, trusting that brighter days are on the horizons. Affirmations. I am finding happiness in the simple pleasures of life. I choose to focus on the things that bring me peace and contentment. I find joy in the present moment. Okay, I love that. I love that. I love that. Hi, Palace Athena. I love your handle. Yes. So we're all going to think about that. And especially if you find yourself getting depressed or really down about how hard the news is and stuff, think about how you can find joy. What simple pleasure, even if it's just, you got a sweet treat in your refrigerator, your favorite show is on TV. If you have not seen The Girlfriend with Robin Wright, oh my God, that is so good. I loved it. It's a thriller, and it's so in line with Jupiter, the energy, Jupiter and Cancer square, because Cancer is a sign of the family, Jupiter, protection, Chiron and Aries, the wounded healer. This mother is so and messed with her child, and then he gets a girlfriend, and then it was really good, really, really good. Okay. Okay, so you get a new card, Aries. You get Elephant, ancient wisdom, sacred knowledge. Elephant, an elephant never forgets. What ancient wisdom and sacred knowledge do you know for sure, Aries? And how can you, look at that. Aries can be protective. You know, it's like the firefighter who runs in the burning building when everyone else is running out. Yeah. What is important for you to protect, Aries? That comes to me as well. Elephant. I like that. Let me see if I want to say anything else about that. Make peace with your broken pieces. Ooh. Patience, perseverance, and resilience. This is so important for Aries because Saturn, it dipped into Aries from May to September, but it's going back into Aries for like another 2 years in February. And then Saturn and Aries are going to meet. Saturn and Neptune in Aries, February 20th. That's a big date. Every Aries should mark their calendar. Really pay attention to what's going on around then. Yeah. But patience and perseverance. If you're working on things, it's just going to take time. For Aries, what dreams do you want to make true? When Neptune's the dream, Saturn's reality crystallizes. Think about that over the next couple of years. Yeah. And it's going to take some patience, perseverance, and effort. Okay. Ooh, Taurus, you got Wolf. Instinctual wisdom and wildness. Ooh, Taurus, this is your card. And Taurus is a bestial sign, just like Sagittarius. And you can think of the bestial signs, you know, what they're represented by. So they're Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. I think those are the bestial signs. I might have missed one, but yeah. Anyway, acting from instinct, like this to me, the wolf instinct. What do you want to howl at? If you're single, do you want to holler at someone? Maybe you'll get, and if you're Taurus, there's a real, the sensual pleasures are very important. So, or you can howl or holler at your spouse or your boo or whatever. Think about that. Wildness. Let your hair down, Taurus. Really enjoy some sensual pleasures. Trust your instincts is what I get with that. What do you know? Yeah. How can you let yourself be a little bit wild? Hey, Dina. Yes, we are a sexy beast. Yes, Jai. Yes. Let that sexy beast out a little bit. Yeah. Stop. And after Venus is square Saturn. So it perfects on Saturday, but Venus rules Taurus. How are you holding yourself back in terms of really experience? And Sagittarius wants to experience life in its fullest form. So think about that, Taurus. Yes, yes. How can you let yourself experience more of life's fullness? Gemini, you got Deer. Gentleness, heart, intelligence. Gentleness, heart, intelligence. Gemini, I'm telling you, with that hammer of Thor in the sky, be mindful of your communication, or somebody may be saying something to you because the hammer of Thor, Mercury's is holding it and just can knock the top off of mountains kind of thing. And yeah, think about how can you get out of your head and into your heart, and with what you're saying, maybe something to yourself as well as other people with this. If you see a deer, it can be a message for you. Like if you see a deer, what is your thoughts that come to you right away? Yeah. And you can see it on TV, in nature, in a book, in a painting, what have you. Oh my goodness, Julia. Oh, okay. Oh, I love that. Yeah, Julia's dad's birthday is tomorrow, and he was a Gemini rising. Or Julia, you're a Gemini rising, and deer are always near his grave. I love that. So maybe they're just a message for you whenever you see them that he's near and he's looking over you. Yes. Okay. Cancer, owl, thinking, learning, owl. Cancer, thinking, learning. I love that because Cancer is a water sign and water signs intuit. So maybe the opposite of Gemini, and each sign is in rebellion to the one before it. Gemini is an air sign. Air communicates and connects, and it can get sometimes a little out of the emotional body and be detached from the emotional body, whereas Cancer is a water sign that's very emotional. The moon changes signs every 2.5 days, and if you know someone who's a Cancer, to every 2.5 days, they could be like, it's almost like they could be a little bit of a different person, or feeling differently or moving through those different emotions. And this is a call for Cancers to get more into the head, out of the gut, into the head as well. So just keep that in mind, especially with the new moon in Sagittarius squaring Neptune. That can make emotions really big. Yes. Yeah. Life is a series of miracles. Notice them. Owls, symbols of thinking, learning, knowledge, and wisdom. This points to the importance of thinking critically and learning from our experiences. Yeah. Owl. Yeah. So think about that. What does that mean to you? You know, owls can they appear like they can turn their heads like in a circle, see 360 degrees around themselves, which Cancer energy can, because it's psychic energy where you know what's going on without having to actually see. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. And Leo, white dove, peace and purity of spirit. This is so interesting, Leo. How can you be at peace within yourself? Or if there's some kind of tension between you and someone else, can you think about bringing a peaceful solution to something? The president is a Leo rising. Hopefully, he will be thinking about peace rather than war today. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Anyway, I keep getting that somewhere around the world, soldiers are going to say, we're not doing this, and putting their weapons down by February 20th, and saying, we're not going to pillage some land for the wealthy just to get wealthier. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that happens. Like, the jig is up. People are realizing how they've been used by the elite and not getting. Now you can't even have health care or like decent prices at the grocery store. The rich are just getting richer and richer, and the rest of people are having to conserve resources. That's not going to go very well. Anyway, Tiger for Virgo, faith, inner strength. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, Tiger. It's faith, inner strength. Now, Virgo is opposite Pisces, and Virgo can sometimes be so busy. It's ruled by Mercury, organizing everything, obsessing over things in the head, wanting order, wanting control, that how can you look out and see and just have faith? rather than needing everything a certain way can be a great thing to think about. Virgo, this really feels like, yeah, anyway, feels like what's coming. Let me see what else. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. Ooh, yeah, the sun in Sagittarius is a square to any of your Virgo placements. This new moon, if you have anything at the end of Virgo, 28, 29, this new moon is squaring those. Tigers are known for their fierce determination to survive and thrive in the face of adversity. They navigate challenges of their environment with confidence, demonstrating the importance of believing in oneself and one's ability. How can you believe in yourself rather than constantly question yourself? Faith in your instincts and intuition. Think about that, Virgo. The South Node is in your sign. Whether you're a sun, moon, or rising, there's all sorts of stuff coming up to your conscious attention. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, these cards are absolutely beautiful. Hi, Ross the Mystic. Oh, you're a Cancer? I'm a Cancer rising. Yeah. Hey, Lisa Francis. So nice to see you. Okay. Buffalo for Libra, abundance and wealth. Libra, abundance and wealth. Look at the Libra. Look at this buffalo. What does buffalo mean to you? Buffalo roam. Give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play. That's what that brings to my mind. Yeah. Oh, you're a Leo moon, Lisa. Oh, the white dove. I love that. Yeah, praying for peace. Yes. I love that. Okay. Yes. So the Libra, the buffalo, abundance and wealth. Now, Venus rules Libra and it's squaring Saturn. And so can you think about Libra, like Taurus? What simple pleasures, what small things make you feel abundant and wealthy, whether you are or not? Yeah, that's what I think about. Yeah, what relationships? Libra is an air sign, really concerned with one-on-one relationships, bringing you abundance and wealth. And yeah, I love that. Yeah. Ooh, Scorpio, you got rabbit. Love and tenderness, Scorpio. I love that. Love and tenderness. What can you show yourself? Some love and tenderness. Mars, which rules Scorpio and Aries, is exalted in the sign of Capricorn. So, you may be feeling lifted up with a special seat at the table a little bit this week, Scorpio. Yeah, especially since Mars and Capricorn is making a sextile to all your Scorpio placements, energizing them. Yeah. How can you think about love and tenderness? This is a great thing to think about. Maybe your children is coming up. Something's coming up about your children, or if you want to have a child, this may be a good time to get busy. Yeah. With love and tenderness. Yeah. And being more tender on yourself as well as others, I think, can be a nice thing. Yeah. For Sagittarius, bear, healing, nurturing. She chooses the bear. She chooses the bear, healing and nurturing. Think about that. What needs to be healed? What needs to be nurtured? This new moon is in Sagittarius. It's near the end of the degrees. So it's like when a planet is near the end of the degrees, it's got all of the energy within it and like wants to express it before it changes signs. And on Sunday, we have the solstice where the sun moves into Capricorn. What do you need to heal or nurture? Let me look this up for Sagittarius. It's interesting that Gemini got deer and Sagittarius, the opposite sign, got bear. Yeah. Healing is an art. It takes time, practice, and love. Affirmations. I am worthy of love and care. I prioritize my own well-being. I embrace the healing journey with compassion and patience. And lastly, I listen to my body's needs and nurture myself with kindness. Really great time at your new moon, whether you're a sun, moon, or rising, to think about your vitality. The sun is separating from its square to Saturn, but do you need to leave anything behind in order to take better care of your well-being? The new moon is square Neptune. What needs to dissolve? What needs to be let go so that you can be in terms of healing and nurturing your body? Self-care means nurturing our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. So set at least one intention, Sagittarius, with this new moon about doing just that. What can you do to do that? Meditate in the morning, give up sugar, drink less, exercise more. There's so many things. Capricorn. Ooh, you got Beetle. Creativity, inspiration. Beetle. This is so interesting. I saw the stupidest thing on Instagram the other day where this company in Germany was taking cockroaches and strapping like all this stuff on them in order to make them like spies. And it was just absolutely ridiculous. It's like, why are we using resources to do dumb stuff like that? Why can't you make a metal beetle to do that rather than, and why do we always need to be making stuff for war? Enough is enough. Yeah, is what I got from that. Yeah. The desire, I'm off on a thing. Okay. The desire to create is one of the soul's deepest yearnings. Yeah. So the Beetle card reminds us to embrace our own unique qualities and talents with their ability to thrive in various environments and climates. Capricorn is the sea goat. If it comes up against an obstacle, there's this patience and perseverance in order to achieve goals, willing to stick with things for the long haul. Comes up against a mountain, thinks about how they can tunnel through it, go climb over it, and if necessary, swim around it. Yeah, that's Capricorn energy that can thrive in different environments. Absolutely. And they inspire us to explore new possibilities. Sagittarius energy is exploration. Sagittarius is the explorer. So think about that. What new realms do you want to explore? Mars is in the sign of Capricorn now, and you may have a little pep in your step or motivation to get something done. It's really interesting what's going to be happening in the beginning of January. The Sun, Venus, and Mars are all going to meet in Capricorn. Yeah. I'm going to be doing a video for Kepler College. That's tomorrow. Ooh, I got to prepare. With the forecast for Capricorn for January. So make sure to watch that. It'll be on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. Where am I? Aquarius. Camel. Patience, consistency. Camel. Patience, consistency is what you're thinking, Aquarius. That's your card. If you see a camel, that makes me think of Cardi B's Bodak Yellow video. Oh my God. She apparently is creating, I think it's a hospital. She's investing almost 200 million in some hospital for homeless youth and orphans. People have lost their parents. Yeah. In Chicago, really beautiful, using her wealth to make the world a better place for people who have difficult childhoods. Yeah, this makes me think of that video, makes me think of her. Okay, the day you plant a seed is not the day you eat the fruit. And Aquarius is a fixed sign, so you've got this energy. Yeah. I will stop rushing something I want to last forever. With Pluto in Aquarius, you may be feeling this internal like, I want to be the king of the world or the queen of the world, or like achieve great things, with Pluto driving you subconsciously to make big moves. But can you wait calmly? There may be some need to wait calmly, yes, because what's happening next year is Uranus will go back into Gemini, and with Saturn and Neptune and Aries, they're going to go back into that mini trine formation, the talent trine, which can really enable you, Aquarius, especially people born or have, if you have anything around 4 degrees of Aquarius, ooh, you could be unstoppable next year if you have the grit to move through hard things, to just keep on track and get things going. Yeah, because Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus are going to make a trine at 4 degrees next year. Not a trine. This chart pattern with the mini grand trine, the talent trine. I call it the wedge, the cosmic wedge. Yeah. So think about that. Camels travel long distances over varied terrain, maintaining a steady pace day after day. They demonstrate the importance of consistency in achieving goals and overcoming obstacles. Yes, yes. You got this, Aquarius. You have been through a lot. Saturn went through your sign in 2020 through 2023. Now Saturn left, Pluto went in, and it's staying there for a long time. Yeah, you got this. You can do it. Keep with it. That's what I would say. Ooh, this popped out. I'll use it for Pisces. Black Cockatoo, awakening and enlightenment. I'm going to pull a second one because I like to pull intentionally. So Black Cockatoo popped out for Pisces. Let's see what's intentional. Dog. Home loyalty. You know, this was under Black Cockatoo. Anyway, so just a message that our dogs that are gone are here looking over us. And Black Cockatoo, awakening enlightenment. Ooh, this bird. I think I saw a cockatoo on my phone earlier. Let's see. And so I realized everything I perceive is a reflection of myself. That is some Pisces wisdom. The new moon squares Neptune in Pisces. Neptune's at 29 degrees of the sign. In Aboriginal Australian culture, the black cockatoo is known as a powerful symbol of awakening and awareness. Its dark feathers and intense gaze evolve a sense of mystery and depth, inviting us to delve deeper into the world of consciousness and enlightenment. As creatures of the wild, black cockatoos embody a sense of freedom and intuition. They navigate the vast expanse of the Australian landscape with grace and ease, reminding us to trust in our own inner wisdom and guidance. Black cockatoos are also known for their distinctive calls, which echo through the ancient landscapes and carry messages of wisdom and insight. By listening to the voices of these magnificent birds, we can learn to tune into the subtle wisdom of our souls, awaken to higher truths, and embrace the journey of self-discovery. Ooh, maybe, I don't know. When you see birds, they can be messages for you, Pisces. Okay. Aw, I'm so glad Chrysula says I always draw the perfect cards for her. A Virgo sun, you got tiger. Look at that. And the white dove for your Leo rising. Yes. Oh, good. Oh, good, good, good. Okay. Yeah. Tiger and white dove. I really love that. Finding your inner strength and how can you be at peace with yourself. Just let go of any kind of voices that are talking to you and telling you you're not good enough. You should have done this. You should have done that. Be at peace it, yeah, find that inner peace. Move into that. Feel that Neptune and Pisces. Yeah. Oh, good. I love this pre-par-pre that you're dating after a year breakup and you're a Scorpio. Oh, look at this tenderness card. Love and tenderness. Absolutely. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that for you. Yeah. And a Scorpio moon. Yes. It was Libra was the buffalo. Look at that. The Libra was abundance and wealth. So you are a Scorpio. You're a Scorpio moon, Libra rising. How can you, yes, really just try to enjoy this relationship, this new relationship? Of course, you gotta, be mindful, but yeah, I love this. Yeah, allow yourself some peace and tenderness and think about all the simple pleasures in life. Yeah, Hollywood, yeah. Yeah, you got it. Hey, K-Word, so good to see you. A Capricorn moon, yes. Oh, you got the Beetle, creativity and inspiration, able to survive in difficult places. Yes. Aquarius, it was the Camel. The Camel, drink some water if you're an Aquarius. Drink some water and patience and consistency, the long haul. Think about all you have, all your success over life that you've gotten from your patience and sticking with it. Hey, Tasha. Okay. Blessings to you, Tasha, as well. Yes. Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you, Neha. Oh, Lisa, you're Aquarius sun. Yeah. I love that. Drink some water. Yes, I'm going to be recording tomorrow with Callum. It probably won't post until closer to, Callum is amazing, Wilkerson, and he works with Kepler College, and every quarter I do a forecast for a month, and we're doing the month of January together. And yeah, he's absolutely amazing. It probably won't post till closer to the end of the month, but if you subscribe to Kepler College, you'll see it. And I'll try to make sure, I'm trying to be better about, follow me on YouTube and I will definitely cross-post it. So yes, please subscribe and comment and like on my YouTube stuff too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good health for your husband. Oh, your sun is at 2 degrees of Aquarius, Teresa? Oh, yeah, Pluto is there. So that's bringing up all kinds of internal stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, life is transforming. Like when Pluto comes and touches something in your chart, like it can be like a lot of change and transformation and some things falling away and your subconscious information coming to your conscious attention, which can include like fears, but it also can be like you just wanting to be empowered. Oh, yes, great. Yeah, you can go get my planner, my digital lunar planner. Go to astrologybyceleste.com. You can get it from the first page. Yes, okay. Ooh, your Pluto suns. I love Morena. I love it. Okay. Oh, Lisa, you got camel, tiger, and white dove. Let me look at you again. Aquarius, sun, Leo. I feel like this is about having patience with someone. And who can you be more patient with? Is it yourself? Is it someone else? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah. But you always feel like you need to keep your eyes open. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Neha, your son is waiting for his college results. He's a Leo sun and Scorpio rising and Libra moon. Well, I love the white dove. Doves are, I feel like this is a messenger bringing the envelope. And then rabbit, in Buffalo, abundance wealth. I hope he gets in wherever he wants to go. Yes, yes, yes. I hope you have something to celebrate. You know, there's really good energy coming. I hope there's something to celebrate. So he's a Libra, he's a Scorpio rising. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. Happy holidays to everyone. Oh, you got a new job, Grace. Congratulations. Congratulations. I love it. Ah, you got a new job in pain management. Congratulations. Okay, everybody, I better run. I've got a hugely busy day, but I'm going to be on Postcards from the Universe. This is, you can see there's a post on my wall at 1 p.m. Pacific time today talking about the astrology of 2026. And I'll cross-post it on my Instagram, on my YouTube channel. Yes, yes. Okay, take good care. Bye.